صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم.
Chapter on using gestures to express the decision of divorcing and other matters. Narrated Ibn Umar, the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, Allah will not punish people because of the tears they shed over the dead, but He will punish them because of this, pointing to his tongue. Ka'b bin Malik said, the Prophet, peace be upon him, gestured to me with his hand, ordering me to take half my due. Asma said, once the Prophet, peace be upon him, offered the eclipse salat prayer, I asked Aisha while she was offering the salat prayer, what is the matter with the people? She pointed towards the sun with her head. I asked, is there a sign? She nodded, agreeing. Anas said, the Prophet, peace be upon him, signaled to Abu Bakr with his hand to lead the salat prayer. Ibn Abbas said, the Prophet, peace be upon him, waved his hand, indicating that there was no harm in a certain matter. Abu Qatada said, the Prophet, peace be upon him, said to his companions regarding hunting by a muhrim, did any one of you, while in the state of ihram, order him, a non-muhrim, to attack the game, or did any one of you point at it to draw his attention? They said no. On that the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, then eat of it. Footnote. This is part of a story where a non-muhrim had hunted game and those who were in the state of ihram hesitated to eat thereof. So the Prophet, peace be upon him, asked them whether they had participated in its hunting with a word or a gesture. When they denied that, he allowed them to eat of it. Narrated Ibn Abbas, may Allah be pleased with him, Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, performed the tawaf around the Kaaba while riding his camel, and every time he reached the corner of the black stone, he pointed at it with his hand and said, Allahu Akbar. Zainab said, the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, an opening has been made in the wall of Gog and Magog like this and this, forming the number 90 with his thumb and index finger. Narrated Abu Huraira, may Allah be pleased with him. Abul Qasim, the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, there is an hour or a moment of particular significance on Friday. If it happens a Muslim is offering a salah, prayer, and invoking Allah for some good at that very moment, Allah will grant him his request. The sub-narrator placed the top of his finger on the palm of the other hand between the middle finger and the little one. See Hadith number 935. Narrated Anas bin Malik, may Allah be pleased with him, during the lifetime of Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, a Jew attacked a girl and took some silver ornaments she was wearing and crushed her head. Her relatives brought her to the Prophet, peace be upon him, while she was in her last breaths and she was unable to speak. Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, asked her, who has hit you? So-and-so, mentioning somebody other than her murderer. She moved her head, indicating denial. The Prophet, peace be upon him, mentioned another person other than the murderer, and she again moved her head, indicating denial. Then he asked, was it so-and-so, mentioning the name of her killer? She nodded, agreeing. Then Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, ordered that the head of that Jew be crushed between two stones. See Hadith 2413. Narrated Ibn Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, I heard the Prophet, peace be upon him, saying, Al-Fitnah, trial or affliction, will emerge from here, pointing towards the east. Narrated Abdullah bin Abi Aufa, we were with Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, on a journey, and when the sun set, he said to a man, get down and prepare a drink of saviq for me. The man said, O Allah's Messenger, will you wait till it is evening? Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, again said, get down and prepare a drink of saviq. The man said, O Allah's Messenger, will you wait till it is evening, for it is still daytime? The Prophet, peace be upon him, again said, get down and prepare a drink of saviq. So the third time the man got down and prepared a drink of saviq for him. Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, drank thereof and pointed with his hand towards the east, saying, when you see the night falling from this side, then a fasting person should break his fast. See Hadith number 1941. Narrated Abdullah bin Masud, may Allah be pleased with him, the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, the call or the adhan of Bilal should not stop you from taking the sahur meals. For Bilal calls or pronounces the adhan so that the one who is offering the night prayer should take a rest, and it does not indicate the daybreak or dawn. The narrator, Yazid, described how dawn breaks by stretching out his hands and then separating them wide apart. Narrated Abu Huraira, may Allah be pleased with him, Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, said, the example of a miser and a generous person is like that of two persons wearing iron cloaks from the breast up to the neck. When the generous person spends, the iron cloak enlarges and spreads over his skin so much so that it covers his fingertips and obliterates his tracks. As for the miser, as soon as he thinks of spending, every ring of the iron cloak sticks to its place against his body, and he tries to expand it, but it does not expand. The Prophet, peace be upon him, pointed with his hand towards his throat.